It is, in fact, that time once again where we are back in the personal abyss that is my very existence. I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know why it had to be me, of all people, who had to be sucked into this absolute sheer nonsense that is the existence that I find myself in. It couldn't have been anyone else. It legitimately just could not have been anyone else. Why couldn't someone else have this fucking life? Why couldn't someone else who's just blissfully unaware of the fact that their life is complete and utter insanity every step of the way that doesn't make any goddamn sense in any sense of the word at any point? Why couldn't it be someone who was just, completely unaware of how stupid their life was? Why couldn't it be anyone else? I have so many things to say and so little ways of masking the sheer lack of fucks that I give anymore. And it's sad. It's really sad. I should care, but I don't. I should care, but I don't. For the last 2 years, I've just been set back like, man, why? Why should I do this? Who's benefiting? How am I benefiting? Why don't I just work the overnight shift at Walmart, get paid $19.50 an hour to do it? For the last 2 years, I could have just said fuck it and just done a menial job for amazing pay and just fucking existed as a Walmart stalker. And maybe I could have moved up the ranks there. Maybe I could have moved up the ranks at fucking Walmart. No. No. I'm working at a hotel where just sheer fucking nonsense is just the lay of the land. It's just how it is. It's just how it has been and how it always fucking will be. Just due to fucking so many different sets of circumstances that would take so much longer than one 30-minute me yelling at the camera video to explain the entire fucking lay of the land when it comes to the absolute fucking just nonsense. Nonsense that I have to deal with on a daily basis, and I have to sit back every time that I come back to my goddamn condo that I haven't been able to put any work into besides these stupid fucking foam pieces that don't stay on the fucking wall. So I had to nail them in the center of every piece, and they're still all falling apart, fucking basically hanging by a thread off the wall. This is all the work that I've done in the 5 months of living here. 5 months of living here. This is all the work that I've done. I had a grocery list of things that I wanted to do to this place, especially when summer got into full swing. Ladies and gentlemen, it is July. Summer is in full swing. I haven't done shit because I'm too busy trying to pick up the pieces that everyone else at this fucking hotel should be doing. And yet I'm the one seemingly the only one who has any desire to have some semblance of sanity in this godforsaken place, because the GM has just thrown her hands up in the air and said, fuck it. I have no other explanation, just considering the shit that we've been through this past week. Let me just, I don't know where to start. I don't know where to start. It's killing me. It's killing me. I should not be 26 years old getting fucking gray hairs in my beard and attributing it to my fucking job that should be easy. All I should be is a front desk person. All I should do is go to work, check people in, hand them a fucking rewards bag and be like, enjoy your fucking stay. I should not be the one single-handedly keeping this place in business on a daily basis, cleaning up after everyone else. I've spent the last fucking, how long's it been? 5 years? 5 years of my life cleaning up after everyone else's mess? 5 years of silently in the background correcting everyone else's minor mistakes. But you see, the minor mistakes, they build up over time. And eventually, if you don't fucking say something, those minor mistakes start getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And pretty soon, you can't fix the problem. It's too fucked to be fixed. And that's where we're at. That's where we're at. The culmination of 2 years of me being the only person who wants to have any level of fucking sanity at this fucking hotel. We had one person quit. She was gonna quit. We knew she was gonna quit. And she had a scheduled date for when she was gonna quit. Guess what? She left 10 days early. 10 days, motherfucker. That ain't no 2-week notice. That's not a 2-week notice. I'm afraid that's not a 2-week notice. So yeah. And that wasn't the biggest problem that we had. That was far from the biggest problem that we had. She literally told me like, yeah, I know I said I was going to leave on the 19th. I'm actually leaving today. And I was like, I don't fucking care. Not my problem. As it turns out, it was my problem. Because the moment I let my guard down is when everything gets fucked. Because I went home that morning. Yeah, it was morning. It was 7 a.m. I was like, whatever. I went to bed and I fucking woke up randomly at like 1. And the other front desk lady was texting me, as you do, texting me like, my husband's in the hospital. I'm gonna not be able to go to work today. And I'm like, of course your husband's in the hospital. Why wouldn't he be? Why wouldn't he be? I took no initiative after the fucking other lady said she was done. Of course your husband's in the hospital. It's my fault, if we're honest. I wanted to call and be like, I'm sorry. This is all me. This is all on me. I am the one responsible for this. So they fucking figured it out. And amazingly, I didn't even get overtime as a result of this. I'm sitting back here like, how the fuck do I not have overtime when 2 of the front desk people who needed shifts covered are suddenly not working anymore? How do I not end up with overtime, you may be asking? I fucking wondered that myself. But you see, we have a bigger problem. Can you fucking believe we have a bigger problem than this? The solution that my GM came up with is that, okay, we're gonna bring back this other lady who used to be on front desk. Did I just inhale hair? That was weird. That was a weird feeling. I think I just inhaled some hair. Wow. That was interesting. Her solution is to bring back this one lady who had to get shifted around all over the place because she caused such a cataclysm at the front desk that several people left bad reviews. And most of them were douchebags. I will admit most of them were douchebags. But these were all situations that could have just been avoided if she had just known how to do her job. That every single person that's ever worked on front desk has tried to train her to do. Everyone has tried to train this woman and she's just incapable. She's just incapable of doing the job. And it's fine, actually, because we shifted it around and we found her perfect place in the hotel. It wasn't the front desk. It was elsewhere. It was elsewhere that we decided to put her. And she was really fucking good. She was one of the best. Actually, ever since I started working there in the past 2 years, she was one of the best in her new position. And I was fucking sitting back like, God fucking damn. There really is a place for all of us in this world. I had a fucking coming to God moment with that. I was like, holy fucking shit. As it turns out, people really can just, the fucking most useless person you've ever met is actually going to be good at something. And she's actually the best. She was so fucking good at her job. So fucking good that we decided to take her off what she was really good at and put her back on the thing that almost cost us hundreds. Thousands even. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! And 2 days later, guess what? Guess what? We're back. We're back, baby. It's like the fucking winter never ended. She's back and doing fucking terrible things at the desk. So bad. They're so bad. The things that I've seen. The things that I've had to fix myself. Oh, it was so bad. Because it's hard to explain everything without going into excruciating detail, but the basic gist of it is that she I don't have any idea how to explain this, but she did bad things. Bad, stupid things that you should not do. That you should never do. So many bad, stupid things in one night. One fucking night. One night. One night. How? What the fuck are you doing? What are we doing putting you where you're at? And then then that's not even it. Like, my GM just doesn't care. I'm convinced my GM doesn't care. I'm convinced my GM is just like in the fucking like senioritis type thing. She's trying to retire. And as we have said many times, the only reason that I'm still in this fucking situation is because I'm going to be taking over that position once she's gone. But, like, I'm convinced that she just doesn't fucking, she's just full-on senioritis, just, like, get me out of this place, get me into retirement. She fucking hired back two people that she hired back after their time at the hotel was a fucking joke. A joke. One of them, I saw their application come through on Indeed, and I saw the email come through, and I was like, instantaneous delete. We are not hiring you back. And lo and fucking behold, I come back one day, and I see her name on the schedule, and I'm like, why? We all know how this is gonna end. Why are you like this, woman? When I was at the old hotel, I was actually, even back recently, as recent as last year, I was like, as I am an agent of chaos. When it comes to having fun, when it comes to having fun with an absolutely absurd world, sometimes you have to lean into the absurdity just to stay, just to stay chipper, just to have some level of fucking, sanity. I mean, just to keep yourself from getting into the state that you find me in right now. Just to keep me fucking grounded. Okay? You just have to fucking laugh sometimes. And as an agent of chaos who just does certain things just because it would be funny, just does some certain slightly stupid things every once in a while just because I want to fucking laugh. I understand. But woman, what are you doing? What are you doing? You know what's going to happen. And the worst part about it is that this is coming off just rehiring another total psycho who she was when they were gonna hire her, my GM was like, oh, we are gonna go over here and try and get this lady to come over. She's really good and stuff. And I'm like, oh, okay. Sounds good. And then they finally bring her over, and it's the lady that was, caused a cataclysm last year. And I'm like, what? What? What are you doing here? This is the lady? This is the lady who's so good? She didn't demonstrate a single fucking iota of goodness last time she was here. What? This is who we're hiring back? This is the person who's gonna fix all our problems? Can you believe? It didn't! She didn't! She didn't fix any problem! I just spit everywhere. She didn't fix anything! It was horrible! It was a month of misery, a month of stupidity. I'd come in every single day and I know what was gonna happen! It was so dumb! It was so dumb! I don't want to go into detail, but it was so fucking stupid. And it was the same thing, and the same thing's happening again. The same thing's happening again with the other lady. And I'm just sitting back like, no! No! Why would you hire these people? Why? You know what's gonna happen. Why are you doing this to us, woman? What did we do to deserve this treatment? I've spit everywhere and it's like covering up the fucking lens and fogging up the video, dude. I don't know what this fucking lady's problem is. It's like she's just fucking popped a membrane or something. I swear. And then I look in the fucking mirror. I look in the fucking mirror with my hair fucking messed up like this, and I fucking ask myself for a second, wait. I see everyone. I see people come. I see people go. I see them all go around this revolving door that is our fucking employment process. And I see these people whose lives are in absolute shambles. And you can't believe that they've made it out of fucking high school, let alone to age 50, with some of the shit that they do in their days at the hotel. And I just sit back and I wonder, how are you real? How is any of this real? And then I sit back and I wonder, am I the insane one? Am I the one who's gone mad? Sometimes I think I'm the only fucking sane person left in a world gone mad. And then I have to ask myself, wait, Occam's razor suggests that the 8 billion human population on the planet all simultaneously going mad, whilst I am the 1 in 100 million motherfuckers who is not insane. Occam's razor suggests the fucking opposite. Occam's razor suggests that I am the one who's gone insane. But I look around all the time and I just see these fucking psychos. What are they doing? What are they doing? What are they doing? What are we doing? What are we doing entertaining this bullshit? And then my maintenance guy comes to the desk and he's like, I found a crack pipe today. And I'm like, yep, makes sense. Sounds about right. And it wasn't a guest. It wasn't a guest crack pipe. The guests are at least decent enough to remember that shit. They can't ever remember their fucking pillows or their fucking AirPod cases, you know. They fucking call 2 weeks later like, yeah, so I stayed with you a month ago and I forgot a fucking paper towel and you better send this to me, otherwise I will sue. That's how every fucking conversation goes. We fucking hang on to this shit for these stupid, we hang on to this shit. We have an entire fucking lost and found. We have an entire fucking room for lost and found. And we hang on to that shit for a fucking month. And then it's like, oh, it's been here for a month. I guess they're not coming back. And then the next fucking day, we get the fucking call. I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. I do not get any of this shit. And it's like, why should I have to deal with this? I haven't gotten a raise in 9 months. Could have fucking got someone pregnant and they'd given birth in the amount of time since I've last gotten a raise. And in the time that since I've gotten a raise, I've taken on twice as many responsibilities. I have put out innumerable fires. I'm getting better and better at making this hotel money. And yet, I myself reap none of the benefits. Instead, I'm the one that they go to fix every problem. I'm the one that they go to slap onto shifts that no one else wants to do. I'm the one that they go to fix all of their problems. And yet, do I see any benefits for this? What I get to do is everyone else's job, and the people who should have been able to do this themselves in the first place get, the ability to keep working, I guess. I don't know, man. I don't know. Why should I continue? I just ask myself, why should I bother at this point? What benefit does it bring me? A theoretical spot at the top of the company? Theoretical? That I probably won't even end up getting? That they're probably going to outsource for anyway? Then they're going to completely forget that I'm even around? They'll just tell me, oh yeah, let's give me a new title. They'll call me assistant to the assistant of the general manager. That's and I'll just get more responsibilities and do more of the real work, whilst everyone else runs around with their hair on fire at all times. And probably get a fucking, I'll probably get a pay cut. Knowing how it goes, I'll probably get a fucking pay cut. You know, gotta cut somewhere. Gotta cut somewhere. You know, instead of cutting all the useless employees who do nothing but fuck around all day and make mistakes that I have to fix, not cutting the employees who completely turn everything into shambles the minute you fucking turn your back for a fucking second. No, we'll not cut them. In fact, we'll give them more hours. You know, now the problem's even bigger. Now we need more people to come and fix it. And we need even more people to come over and fix it. Well, we better give them more hours. Oh man, where'd all our fucking funds go? Oh, it's going to wages of people who do jack fucking goddamn shit but make things worse. Better hire a bunch more people, better give them more training hours. Oh, they stayed for one fucking day. Well, there's $80 we'll never see again. Yay, great. And all they did was fucking make things worse and make more fucking shit for other people to have to take care of. Yeah. Well, everyone gets berated for having overtime. Oh my God. Oh my God. And I ask myself, what's the point? What am I doing this for? Why am I stressing myself out for this? I get no recognition apart from a few people, you know? I get no recognition apart from a few people. And those people don't get any recognition either. No one gets any recognition. None of the people who are, you know, keeping this goddamn business afloat get any fucking recognition whatsoever. And by recognition, I mean just a fucking single goddamn reward. Give me a fucking free pizza coupon or something. Just fucking acknowledge the fact that I'm keeping this place afloat. I want to go in and demand a $3 raise. I do. That's what I want to do, is demand a permanent $3 raise for all the fucking shit that I put up with. That's what I want to do. Or else I'm fucking gone. I'll go and work the overnight shift at Walmart and make way more money than I'm making right now just doing menial fucking labor. Menial labor. But you see, it's sunken cost fallacy. It's sunken cost fallacy. I want to stay because I know that supposedly I'm going to take over the general manager position. Supposedly. Eventually, the theoretical day that this woman retires. You know? And it's sunken cost fallacy because I've put the last 5 years of my life into becoming a master at what I do. Into becoming the best. Literally, I settle for nothing less than the best in the position that I'm in right now. And it's 5 years of work. 5 years of work. And I don't want that to be a waste. I'm 26 years old, and I don't want 1/7 of my life to have been for nothing. It's sunken cost fallacy. I'm 26. I could go on and do whatever the fuck that I wanted. I could start a brand new career path. I could do whatever the goddamn fuck I want and probably be, you know, at the top of my game within another 5 years. But I don't want to. I'm good at what I do. Clearly, because everyone fucking relies on me every step of the fucking way. It's just, I think back to some of the things that I've heard, like my fucking dad when he was 21. When my dad was 21, he had a really shitty job. And like, he's really proud of this story. He was like, this sucks. I hate this job. He went up to his boss. Like, I don't know what he was doing. I don't even know what he was doing, but he went up to his boss, told him to go fuck himself, threw whatever equipment he had just on the fucking ground in front of him, told him to fuck off, and he left. And it's like, I want to be that. I want to be that. That's what I want to be. I want to be that. There was one time, man, back during not the Chernobyl disaster, but the ensuing, during the Chernobyl disaster, both instances of the new grocery store, I so fucking goddamn badly wanted to tell that fucking dumbass to fuck himself. Oh man, but I never did. I never did. Why didn't I? Why didn't I tell him to go fuck himself? I was 21. I was actually I was 19 and 20 both times. I was younger than my dad. I was coming into my own, dude. But I never did tell him to go fuck himself. What did I have to lose? This fucking loser who I'd never interact with again if I, never went back. I mean, I lived even after fucking, I lived there on my own for 2 years. 2 years I lived there on my own. And I went to the grocery store all the time to do my shopping. And I never saw him once. There was no drawback to telling this dude to fuck himself. I was never going to put that shit on a fucking resume. I was never going to put that as a past work experience. I had no reason to, because I had the cover of being in college. So I could have just been like, I spent my entirety of college just doing college. I could have just completely whitewashed that entire fucking 2 year period, those 2 summers. They could have just been flushed down the toilet of history, And no one would ever know besides me. I would have been able to say that I stood up for not only myself, but everyone else who suffered under the regime of those fucking jackasses. At that fucking grocery store. I could have done that. But I didn't. It's weakness. I think of it as weakness. Most people would think of that as, oh, you're real mature. You took the high ground. You were the bigger man that day. Fuck that! Fuck that! If someone's a douchebag, call him a douchebag. There's not enough people calling douchebags. Present day. I mean, that's fucking... And this was during the rise of Trump. 2016 and 2017. Everyone was finding their balls during this period, but I didn't. I was still a lonely, prepubescent 20-year-old at that point. My balls hadn't fucking dropped yet. Clearly they didn't. I was too busy looking like fucking a homeless person to actually stand up for myself. I was just like, This video's gone on for 27 and a half minutes. And there's still so many things I could say. It's just the personal abyss, though. It's just back on the edge of the personal abyss. It feels like, I may as well, when I go and renew my driver's license, I may as well make my address one personal abyss lane. Population me. One personal abyss lane, because I may as well just live at the edge of the personal abyss, especially considering everything that I fucking put myself through. Everything that I've put myself through. There's no reason for me to have done anything that I've done. I have absolutely no obligation. None. No obligation to stick around and try to see this out. I have no obligation to do so. No reason. I could get up and leave tomorrow, but I don't want to. And that's where the problem lies. It's a fucking sunken cost fallacy. I've put in way too much work to leave now. That's why I never wanted to leave the old hotel. That's why I struggled to do it. I could have left the old hotel as early as when the pandemic started initially in 2020. March of 2020, I called my mom after getting laid off, and she was like, you know what, this is a great opportunity to come move up here. And I'm like, Mom, I'm unemployed. I have bigger problems than trying to move. I feel like I should have a job lined up first. And I interviewed at this hotel that I work at now. I interviewed there in 2020. And I just didn't want to do it. I had unfinished business, man. I had unfinished business. And that business is still unfinished. It's still unfinished. I thought I didn't leave the old hotel the way that I wanted to. But like if I had waited to leave the hotel, the old hotel, the way that I want to leave it, I never would have left. Because what I wanted to leave the hotel in was in a respectable state. But I didn't. The GM, who was great, I really liked the GM at the time. when I left. I really liked that lady. She was fun. She was from Arizona. She was a very fun boss to have. Unsuspectingly, I did not expect her to be as good as she was, because when I first saw her, I was like, oh no. But as I got to know her better, she was like, you're actually really cool. I really like you. And that's why I didn't want to leave, because I knew that I was going to leave her in an absolute mess, because we had no workers, kind of like now. The restaurant was in shambles. The and from what I understand, when I went back, I stayed at the hotel when my grandma died, and we went to her funeral in December of last year. And from what I understand, the only person that was still there, besides a couple of waitresses, the only other person was the worst cook. Literally, when I was over there cooking, I'd have the waitresses, when he'd walk out to have a smoke, I'd have the waitresses come up to me like, can you make this for my husband? Because I want him to like it. And if he cooks it, it's going to suck. And I'm like, I understand. I'll get over it. I'll get on the grill. I already had the spatula in my hand, was walking over to the grill. He was the only one that was still working there. And when we went there, there was that restaurant was like the only highlight. The only highlight of the trip that I really wanted to experience again. And and when I had that burger, I was like, oh my God, it's awful. It's awful. All the spirit, all the greatness, everything that was good about that restaurant when I left is gone. And was replaced with an overcooked, shitty, dry fucking cheeseburger. Just fucking bone dry, burnt to a crisp. The fries weren't even good, dude. The fries weren't even good. The fries were the best part about that fucking place, because we got I don't remember what they were called, but they're like the big fat brown, probably GMO enhanced potatoes that just, when you cook them, they just crisp up so fast. And it's just like, I mean, they last 15 minutes. When the air hits them, they're immediately just soggy pieces of shit. But when you have them fresh, they are to die for. But, they couldn't cook those right either. And that's when I realized that, I left that hotel in disarray. And but the problem is that I'll go. This is gonna be such a long video. I left the hotel in disarray, and eating that cheeseburger, I realized I failed. I failed. I let this place down when I left. But it can't just fall on me. It falls on everyone else for not knowing how to do their fucking jobs. And I should not be obligated to be the only motherfucker around that knows how to do their job. I should not be the only motherfucker that knows how to do a job at a place. But that's always how it ends up. It's always how it ends up. Because we're right back there again. Just this time we don't have a restaurant. But you see, the thing is that in these industries, life goes on. Because the hotel was still in business, the restaurant was still in business. A year and a half after I was left, I came back. We stayed in the room. It was fine. It was clean. Everyone got checked in. Everyone got checked out. Breakfast was made. The restaurant sucked, but it was still in business. The room wasn't anything special, but it doesn't need to be anything special. It's a room. Go in, sleep, leave. That's all it needs to be. And all of that, after I was gone, life went on. And if I left the hotel that I'm at right now, if I left it right now, if I put my 2 weeks in now, because I'm not going to be like some sort of psycho motherfucker who just walks out on when the shit hits the fan. Even though that's exactly what I did, and it's exactly what I would be doing, I wouldn't just fuck off. I'd give 2 weeks at least. Because I'm not going to be that kind of fucking person. If I left, life would go on. So I need to stop lying to myself. I need to stop lying to myself that it's all my fault that the restaurant sunk into the state that it did, that the hotel, the restaurant was a joke after I left. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. And if I left now, it wouldn't be my fault. No matter what happened, it wouldn't be my fault. But it's sunken cost, man. It's sunken cost. I've put 5 years into this. 5 fucking years into this. All I have to show for it is a theoretical job that I may or may not even get. That's all I have to show for it after 5 years. And I'm at the top of my game, the best I've ever been at this job, at the hotel industry in general. It's just, I'm making them money hand over fist. Every time I go in, I'm fixing problems and I'm making them money. They have no idea how much money that I'm making them. I made them $100 with one move alone. One move alone, I gave them $100. A couple of other moves, put them together, like I said in the other video. It adds up. I've probably made the hotel $10,000 this year alone. It's just my decision making. But they'll never know. They'll never know. They'll never know. And it doesn't matter. No matter what. At the end of the day, life doesn't care. You don't matter. You can make all the difference, but at the same time, you don't make any difference. One person can change the world. But even if they don't, the earth is still going to rotate. Sun's still going to come down. Sun's still going to come up the next day. Regardless of whether or not you're a part of it. But that doesn't mean you don't make an impact. It doesn't mean that you can't change the course of history. It doesn't mean that one person can't make a difference. It's just that you don't have to make a difference. And some people won't make a difference. But everyone has the capacity to make a difference. Everyone has the capacity to make a difference. And it may not be a big difference. It may be the smallest difference. It could just be some fucking butterfly effect type shit. Where one line of dialogue in some blockbuster film 50 years from now could be slightly different because of one decision that you make today. That could be the difference. But it's a difference nonetheless. And the tide's going to come in and the tide's going to go out. But the world would be a lot less interesting without us in it. Wouldn't you say? I don't know who I'm even making this video for at this point. I don't know. I don't know if I'm even going to upload this. I don't know who I'm making. If it's for me, if it's for someone aspiring to do something with their life, I don't even know. If it's for someone who's depressed, if it's for someone at the fucking highest point in their life, I don't even know anymore. I honestly don't even fucking know anything anymore. Maybe I really am the one that's gone insane while the rest of the world just keeps on clicking along. And I'm the one that's gone insane. I'm not the one that's the last sane person in the world gone mad. Maybe I'm the one that belongs in an asylum, I guess we'll find out 50 years from now, When they write my eulogy, I hope they go, boy, he sure existed. I don't fucking know, dude. I don't fucking know, dude. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing at this point. I'm going to stop before we get any more existential than we already have. It's been a rough 39 minutes and 12 seconds, that's for sure. I'm going to go back into work tomorrow. Right as rain. I'm going to watch as the world fucking burns around me and everything gets fucking worse. But you know what? Whatever, dude. Whatever, dude. We'll figure it out. We always do. We always do. We've always figured it out on this channel. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I'm just the luckiest fucking man on earth. considering some of the stuff I've gotten away with over the years. Oh man, high school. Before high school, I've been stealing shit since I was a fucking first grader. I've been committing crimes for a long time. Oh man. And I'll continue to commit many more. But I think the greatest crime is lying to myself. Lying to myself that, will it really matter if I left? Would it really matter? The biggest lie that I've told myself is that, the sacrifices that I'm making now are going to make a difference in the future. And I mean, they say that good things come to those who wait. Man, I've waited a long fucking time for a reason to be happy. I waited a long fucking time for a reason to be happy. I mean, who knows? Who fucking knows? I don't even know if this is going to upload as one video. Oh my god, why am I burping? I haven't eaten anything in hours. Shit's fucking weird. The human body is just a mystery. My brain's a mystery. Oh my god, this video is so long. I gotta press stop or else this is never gonna end. This is gonna be a fucking 2-hour long diatribe on my fucking existential crisis that I've been having since age 15. Anyway. I shaved. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna fucking go to bed. Hope to see you whenever I do next. I think Need for Speed's coming up tonight. I'm gonna go to bed. Thanks for watching.